Hello everybody and welcome in today's live stream. Let's wait a little bit till everybody can join the stream. We'll take some time for everyone to get a notification. Hey, that's the wrong. That is the. Isn't it? Let me check. Oh. Yes. Okay, if you are inside the stream, give a shout out in the message comment. That would be awesome. Then we at least know that the thing is working. Hello. Hello, Shafira. Hello, hello. Let me quickly share this on Twitter too. So people have the ability to join. Oh, baby. I love you too. Good, you can hear me. Awesome. Because this morning I haven't uploaded the video. Today I just wanted to go over some things in the chart. But I first want to make sure that as much people are joining right now, because otherwise I will have to explain it later, like we have, like we had with the last live stream. A lot of people joined later. They missed the information before. So let's give everybody a little bit, couple of moments to join the stream. I will make sure to see when people are tuning in. And if you are tuning in, guys, make sure to drop a comment in the comment section in the live chat. Just say hello. Maybe you can share where you are right now, where you where you're based, and also let me know whether you think Bitcoin will go up and down, because I have some interesting news, because today will be a judgment day for Bitcoin, and why I will share with you in a bit. But it will be a very important day today. Or it is going to be an important day today. It is going to be very, very important. Before we are jumping into the Bitcoin price action, guys, I want to share a new update over on whaleportal. And this is really, really awesome. If you go to whaleportal.com, you scroll down to the funding rates. We are displaying right here the historic funding rates for, like, let's say, almost, maybe 1 month in historic funding. But we are also right now displaying the current funding, which we are calculating live. So we are taking the exchange data live, which will be refreshed every 30 seconds or so. And that is the blinking funding rate right here. So the blinking funding rate is not yet the confirmed funding rate for an historic date, but it is the current funding rate. So that was a very important update that I wanted to do over on whaleportal, that everybody can see what are the funding rates, including the average funding fee as of this moment, which is negative right now, and tells us something about Bitcoin too. But yeah, so right now we have this blinking funding rate. You can also check it, for example, for Binance, bybit. Whenever it's blinking, it is the current funding rate. Very important. So that one is dynamic. It will change over time. It can change literally every 30 seconds. This can change. But you at least know exactly what is going on at the exchanges. Majority long, majority short. This is what you will know. Okay, let's go to the chat. Good morning from Nuno, from Purmerend. Welcome, man. Cheers. Thank you for your consistency giving us daily info. Well, you're welcome. Hello from South Africa. Hello, Crypto AZ. Damn, it's 17K. Yeah, it is. Louisville, hello from the Philippines. Wow, the Philippines. Actually, I'm looking a lot lately at the Philippines. I'm seeing on Twitter, like, this Twitter account from Paraguay that is like They talking about Bitcoin Island Boracay. So yeah, I was thinking maybe in the future I might be visiting Boracay. Boracay. Why not? If I can pay everywhere with Bitcoin, that would be really awesome. So if you're from the Philippines, Hao Xiao, let me know. What do you think? Is Boracay really Bitcoin Island? Should we go there or not? That would be really dope. If it's really like that, if I can just fly to Boracay, I can stay there for a couple of months. I don't need to touch my bank account. I can just get my Lightning wallet and pay everything with that. That would be really incredible. That would be really, really incredible. I would love to do that. Okay, guys, let's jump into the charts. Okay, you guys have been waiting long enough. Let me quickly check how many people are in the chat in the live stream right now. Okay, we have 25 people watching. Okay, dope. If every single one of you could drop a thumbs up, drop a like, that would even help us out to get more people in the live stream, because the information that I'm going to share today is going to be mucho importante. But yeah, if you don't want to do that, that's also fine. I will give the information anyway. So first of all, guys, what's going on with Bitcoin? And Bitcoin, we're not going to look too much in the price right now, but the funding rates are negative, right? The average funding fee is negative, which in my opinion shows that the potential downside for Bitcoin short term is a little bit limited, okay? When this turns positive, I expect the price can go down, but right now price can go down, but it's slightly limited. And when we go to the SP 500, this is going to be the make or break thing, guys. And wait, let me get rid of the indicators. What we are seeing right here, guys, this yellow line is the 200-day moving average. If we today have a daily close below this level, I definitely expect that we could see a further correction in the S&P 500, maybe even breaking this uptrend or this rising wedge formation. And of course, Bitcoin could decouple and could just like go into an uptrend. That is possible. However, we don't have any evidence of that yet, right? That Bitcoin is decoupling the regular financial market. So I would be slightly careful right here. If we do get the daily close below this level, then we might see a further drop. And this is not the only chart suggesting that. It is also the fixed chart that is basically showing that. And let's go to the... let's bring out the indicators right here. So we do see that the VIX just touched a very important support zone. While touching the support, we get a uptrend in the relative strength index, which creates this bullish divergence because we have lower lows in the VIX, higher low in the relative strength index. And we got a buy signal over on Orion's belt, also showing bullish momentum in the background. So when this chart goes up, S&P 500 normally goes down. So this would be a warning signal. The Dixie is showing exactly the same thing. This I've been sharing in my previous video. We're touching support. We might bounce right here. And the Dixie works similar as the VIX, as in when it goes up, S&P 500 goes down. So to be honest, when I look at Bitcoin, it looks like we might want to go up right here, which is looking good. Bitcoin is still in a short-term uptrend, long-term downtrend, to be honest. But if we look at the S&P 500, it looks like we are really at crossroads, and we really could see a breakdown in the S&P 500. So we gotta be a little bit careful for that. It's a beautiful day in Florida. Nice. Sounds good. Hello from Israel. Dope. Welcome. Hello. Welcome, Tom. Yeah, that's also true. The S&P 500 had quite a run, and Bitcoin didn't catch up with that run, right? But then the thing is, the thing that I do think about with Bitcoin is like we already got the worst events happening, right? FTX broke down. Everybody's expecting another capitulation event. Bitcoin going down, but what needs to happen in order to get such a capitulation event? Doesn't make any sense. And what I also think is very interesting, look at this. If we look at Bitcoin right here at the normal Bitcoin chart, it looks a bit like, it looks really choppy. We did broke that resistance right here, and we just backtested at potential support. It looks like we could bounce from these levels, but if we go to the Bitcoin futures chart, we have a very beautiful channel right here. A rising channel where the middle is respected and the bottom and the top is respected, and right now we are basically touching the bottom. Combined with negative funding rates, here you can see it already changed. This is live updating, guys. This is really, for me to be honest, as a trader, this is really beautiful to see. I can look at the historic funding rates combined from different exchanges. I can look at them separately, but I can also see the average funding rate, which is, there's no any other website showing this. Actually, these dates or this data you cannot get elsewhere. If you go to a different website, for example coinglass.com, you will only get the current funding fee, never the historic. And the historic is the most important thing, because the historic will tell you how did Bitcoin actually behave when we saw negative funding in the past couple of weeks. Because funding always, the price will act different in different market conditions. And we're also working right now on a tutorial page on whaleportal. This will be very nice because it will it will explain to every single one of you very, very clearly how you have to interpret these charts. Because you gotta have, that's really what something that I've seen lately. You gotta have some knowledge when you are reading these charts. If you're just starting out with trading, you go to whaleportal.com. You're probably gonna think like, yo, what the what the f are all these data points telling me? And if you are already an advanced trader and you're following me already for some time, you know exactly what the data is telling you. But the best thing to do is, of course, to go to whaleportal.com, to look at the data, look at the price, what happened when we were seeing specific data points. But right now we are working on pages that will like very clearly explain to you how you can use these data sets. Because open interest as well. Open interest is super, super interesting. Almost nobody used that for their trading, but you can really confirm certain scenarios with open interest. And I'm not saying always, you will always have like a full grip on the markets, but I definitely have to say that at some moments I just open whaleportal.com and I can already see on these charts like what's going to happen with Bitcoin. And like I said in my previous video, if you would take a percentage of people using this data, the traders using this data for their trading, will definitely have not that ratio of 90% of the traders are losing. Definitely not. The more data you use, the less chances that you are losing, right? So I would definitely say that your chances of becoming a profitable trader might double or even triple by only implementing these data charts into your trading strategy. That's what I think. Let's have a look at Bitcoin dominance. Okay, this is also very interesting because the Bitcoin dominance, this is the daily time frame. Let me zoom out a little bit. Looks like we want to break out very soon, and looks like the Bitcoin dominance wants to break out to the upside. We don't really see it yet on the relative strength index, but we got this declining resistance since June 2020. Touched multiple times. Looks like we want to break out and see a rally right here. That means that liquidity will be more centered in Bitcoin in the crypto markets. So that is also interesting because that most of the time happens with two scenarios, either a Bitcoin pump or a Bitcoin dump. But it shows us that for sure liquidity or volatility is going to come, and liquidity generally will be more concentrated in Bitcoin. So I would definitely not be positioned in altcoins right now, although Litecoin was a very good bet, right? Litecoin was a very nice bet, and I actually We did that right here on the channel. I haven't updated you guys once we broke out, but yeah, we have been talking a lot about Litecoin. I've been sharing that over on Twitter, over on YouTube. We have seen a massive rally, although it took a little bit longer than expected, right? It took a little bit longer, but from the breakout right here, we got a rally of 85%. Wow, that's almost doubling. That's crazy. That's really how you can flip altcoins. That's the only reason why I would buy any altcoin, basically to flip it for more Bitcoin. 100%. I would never like buy it for a long-term investment. But that's just me, and I've been saying that during the whole bull market of 2021, and I got a lot of complaints from it by people. Yeah, you're not open to new technology. Yeah, you're not open to new projects. Yeah, I'm sorry, but I also lived through 2017, 18, and 19, and I've seen most projects disappear or go to zero. So when I see a setup, I can buy altcoin. Definitely. If I see a setup and the coming months having a chance to increase, I can definitely do it. We flipped also with chainlink 2019, I guess we did that. We had a very, very successful trade on chainlink against Bitcoin. But would I buy it and hold it for the longer term time frame? No, hell no. I wouldn't do that. I'm not in it for the tag, to be honest. I'm in it for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the only tag that I need. So we're already seeing a small bounce from the middle of the channel right here in the Bitcoin futures chart, but the most important thing going to be SP 500. So guys, let's have a quick chat about this. So we either get a daily close below the 200 day, and we're gonna test the support, or even break that support. We do got a gap right here, so it makes sense that we're going to fill that gap. Then we have two things maybe happening. Or Bitcoin comes along with the S&P 500 and sees a sell-off too, which definitely right now is the more likely scenario. Definitely, that is the more likely scenario if you ask me. But there's also, of course, another potential scenario, and that is that Bitcoin is going to run and going to show a decoupling from the S&P 500, and yeah, just going to do its own thing. Honestly, I think it's also possible. But like I said, it is the less likely scenario. Anything is possible, and you got to be prepared for anything. Don't... How can I say this in the most wisest words so you can put it on a stone in the bathroom? You gotta react on the market. So we shouldn't have like a bias like, okay, I know for sure this is going to happen, so I'm just going to position for it, and I'm just going to like basically wait till it's happening. Like I've did this a lot in the past, and I can tell you that of course your conviction will be right sometimes, and you will definitely have some winners, but you will have some losers too, and this is not a profitable trading mindset. You gotta be able to react on the markets, right? That is the most important thing. How many people, including me, like I can share my faults here also, like I should have taken way more profits during the bull market, 2021. I should have taken way more profits. Why didn't I do that? Because I had my bias in place. You know, my greed and my bias that I actually thought Bitcoin could rally higher than 60, 70K. When we did lost that all-time high, I did make a video. I told everybody to take profits and re-enter once we break that level again, and we never broke that level. So I did took some profits, but then I make a second mistake, and I've re-accumulated Bitcoin way too early. So I took profits around 60, 65K, and then I continue to buy back Bitcoin when Bitcoin was, I think, starting at 40K. So we went way lower. So yeah, this is also one of the mistakes that I did. It's like I didn't took enough profits. I didn't was too convinced about the market conditions that we were in. Right now, in hindsight, I can very easily say that if I would just have looked at time, which I will show you right now, if I would just have looked at time, things would be way more clear. So that's also how I'm going to approach the markets in the future. I'm going to look at time. So this is the time chart basically, okay? This is basically just copied from Bob Lucas. I've did my own research too, so I've looked at a lot of Bob Lucas research, 4-year cycle, but I did my own research into cyclical events. And as you guys know, if you follow me already for some time, I've been doing a lot of cycle theory over on this channel, also cycles that Bob Lucas is not talking about, but I do want to give him a big shout out because he came up with the 4-year cycle and eventually with the 16-year cycle, which I definitely now use into my analysis as well. That works as follow. We got a, you can see it very clearly, just like simplify. 3 years up, 1 year down. 3 years up, 1 year down. 3 years up, 1 year down. Then the last 4-year cycle will be flipped. 1 year up, 3 years down. So based on time, I'm going to take profits depending where Bitcoin is around this time. But based on time, I will start taking profits right here at the end of the green zone. So if you want that too, make sure to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever we are around these levels. But I think this is just very important. And this is a 16-year cycle. And this is a classic asset adoption cycle because, let me show you. Let's go to the SP500. Okay. Why? Why is this? Okay, so what we are seeing right here, this is a 16-year cycle from the internet, the .com bubble. What happens here? We go 3 years up, 1 year down. It's not rocket science, so sometimes these times of going down is not exactly 1 year, can be a little bit shorter or longer. But anyway, the global perspective, right? So we got 3 years up, 1 year down, 3 years up, 1 year down, 3 years up, 1 year down. But then we flip it. 1 year up, 3 years down. That is the last 4-year cycle is often flipped. So I think that will be a high likelihood that we are seeing that again. And think about this, guys. How much people will get trapped into this when they actually see that the halving will occur here. So we might have a front run of the halving. Everybody will talk about, yeah, this is just front run of the halving. After the halving, even we get a bigger supply shock, but actually we get a 3-year bear market. How tricky would that be? Like, I definitely going to prepare for this, and I'm going to really apply discipline on myself to stick to this scenario. Of course, like I said before, I'm going to be reactive. So whenever things changing, I will adapt. But this is definitely the main path that I'm looking at with Bitcoin. And this is definitely a different path than most people are looking at, because everybody's talking about 2023 will be completely bearish. 2024 we might recover a little bit. FTX threw away crypto back in 2 years. And although it's all possible, time tells me that we might see a different scenario. So let's see if we have a very good year 2023 and we end up like high in this green zone at the end of 2023, I will definitely be the one who will be a contradiction with a contradicting opinion and saying to take profits. You got greedy, Jeroen. It happens, brother. Yes, that's true. I got greedy. That's true. That is very, very true, and that's okay. It's okay. You got greedy. Admit that that you were wrong, and try to fix it. Try to learn from it, because every mistake that you make, if you learn from it, you actually use that mistake as gasoline to become better. And then a mistake is not a mistake anymore, and a mistake goes into your bucket of good karma. That's how I think about it. So if you are ignorant, you fall, you get aware of that problem, you get aware of that mistake, you improve, and then that mistake actually becomes a gift in disguise. Because how else are you going to grow without making mistakes? The only real way to grow is by making mistakes, having experience and getting insights, getting a better perspective on things and know how to do better next time. Right? If you agree or don't agree, that's up to you. But that's at least how I look at things. But guys, I'm curious about your opinion. What do you think? Like, do we get a daily close below the 200-day moving average? I guess that would be bearish for SP500. I'm quite sure about that, especially with Fix and Dixie in there as well. Will that be bearish on Bitcoin too? Are we going to lose the middle of the channel right here? Maybe going to see lower levels. We see a big retrace on the relative strength index, so we got a hidden bullish divergence, right? Higher low in the price, lower in the relative strength index. But anyhow, this is the 30 minutes time frame, so that is less significant anyway. So yes, we actually were very accurate with this buy zone. This green buy zone, I actually shared on Twitter the moment Bitcoin dipped in this zone, and that was also because on the Bitcoin futures chart, it was way easier to spot where to buy. This was not visible on the regular Bitcoin chart. Like this nice declining channel entering the buy zone right here. I actually bought a lot of Bitcoin right here at exactly, what is this? Oh yeah, okay, a little bit higher actually. I bought at exactly 16K. So that was, yeah, that's right here. Look at this, we got a nice gap above us. So sooner or later, Bitcoin will come up and fill that gap. I'm very, very confident about that. The big question is just whether time, when it is going to happen. That is the big question, not if. Let's look at the current funding. I think it's really beautiful, guys. Look at this, like this nice yellow blinking. Of course, if it's positive, it will be blue and blinking. Bitcoin balance on exchanges is going down. Generally, that would be bullish, right? But because of these exchange runs, I think it's I think it's slightly neutral right here. What is Ethereum doing? Ethereum also has average funding fee negative. Yeah. Back to Bitcoin. Let's have a look at the whale metrics. We haven't looked at that for a while now. This always takes some time to load because we are tracking hundreds and hundreds of Bitcoin wallets right here, and it's a lot of data points that we have to take data from. OG wallets that have been buying Bitcoin like really early on, they stay OGs. They are still OGs. Whale wallets that bought July 2021 dip, yeah, they offloaded. We got whale wallets with a track record of buying good dips. They also offloaded a little bit. So yeah, definitely some whales that are panicking too. And guys, let me tell you this, like when I did research into whales and whale wallets at which levels they buy, you would say that smart money whales are always buying at the right time. Well, I can definitely tell you that that is a fairy tale. That is not the truth. That is definitely not the truth. I've seen so many wallets in the top 300 wallets who literally bought Bitcoin at FOMO stages at 50 or 60K and who are now like millions and millions, sometimes even billions of dollars in loss. So the saying that, yeah, smart money, big whales are nowhere to buy. There are definitely some wallets that bought at the exact good time and definitely a lot of wallets that bought good dips. But I wouldn't say that generally whale wallets are equaling good buying opportunities or big wallets equal buying at good times. Definitely not. Definitely not. I was actually quite shocked by how many whales were in loss. I was actually quite shocked when I did when I went through all these wallets by myself. Yeah, maybe even 600 wallets, maybe even more. Yeah. Go to the 1 hour. And guys, if you are interested in joining WhaleAlerts, you actually have 2 days left to join. If you want to take advantage of the bybit bonus. The bybit bonus is a bonus up to $30,000 you can get with the affiliate link down below this video. And if you sign up with the affiliate link down below this video, you can also get entry to WhaleAlerts, which is a Telegram channel where you will get information updated and automated alerts from charged from whaleportal.com. So I would say it's very valuable. We are building right now, so this will be expanding very, very quickly. But yeah, right now you can still join for free, and you actually have 2 days left to claim that major bonus on Bybit. So if you want to join Bybit, join WhaleAlerts, and you still want to get that bonus of Bybit, then you got 2 days left to basically do that. I also made a Twitter. I made a Twitter. Bitcoin will go up and down. Yeah, now my vote is going to, let's say down. So actually this is quite nice, because the previous time, guys, I also made a Bitcoin quote. Bitcoin will go up and down, and the majority said up, but then Bitcoin went down. And right now we are actually seeing, wow. We got 42 votes on both. Oh wait, this is actually the same. Oh no, yeah, this is wait, this is stupid. This is the same. Wait, let's scroll down, because I've here. Okay, this is a good one. So on the 29th of November, I asked you guys, Bitcoin will go up or down. The majority said down, around 40 votes. I know it's not that much, but still it gives a good representation on what's the sentiment, right? The majority said down. What happened with Bitcoin? It went up. And what we are seeing right now is that the majority actually says that Bitcoin is going to go up. So maybe we are going to see Bitcoin to go down. The only contradiction thing that I'm seeing right now is that the average funding fee is negative. So to be honest, I would actually like to see this getting positive. Then I would be more bearish on Bitcoin. But of course, the SP 500 can shake up things pretty quickly, and can make things quite ugly for Bitcoin. And the S&P 500 is dropping. Yeah, it's actually quite clear, right? We right now broke back below the 200 day. We don't have a daily close yet, so let's wait for that one also. But with the VIX is showing to bounce, Dixie is showing to bounce, all saying that S&P 500 were to go down. And we always have to look at these things statistically. So statistically, it makes more sense for Bitcoin to come down. Why? Because the correlation with the S&P 500. The chances are less likely for Bitcoin to rally right here, decouple from the regular financial markets, and gonna do its own thing. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. Definitely not. But short term, I think we have to apply extra caution right here. But if we look at the weekly time frame, to be honest, things are looking actually quite nice. I think this is the daily. If we zoom out on a weekly time frame, I think things are not looking too bad. We're going in this declining channel. We just touched support. We have a bullish divergence over on the relative strength index. We have a declining resistance which we broke and retested, and we can maybe make another test. So maybe come down, test it one more time, still have kind of this bullish divergence going on, and see like a small wick and then go. But all these things are possible, right? But on a weekly time frame, on a macro scale right here, things looking quite okay. And also when we have a look at time, it looks like Bitcoin most likely will bottom during November, December, or January. So if you have a long-term horizon, investment horizon, then I would say it's quite nice to buy Bitcoin at these levels. It's quite good. It's quite good. Guys, before we are going to look at the charts again, let me quickly remind you that you can subscribe to WhalePortal's YouTube channel. We got 184 subscribers, but we got 3 videos over there explaining exactly how to use these charts over on whaleportal.com. The texts are coming, but if you want to learn more about WhalePortal, I would just say, like, if you just want to become a better trader, take some time, sit down, watch these videos 1 or 2 times, maybe watch them even 2 times. Just really try to understand it, and it will definitely help you with trading. Also, if you are interested in my personal channel, I'm not really active on there, but there's like one channel, Jeroen van Lang, if we can find it, yeah, right here, me with the Bitcoin bike. I have some videos over there. Actually, this one is very nice. What we think creates how we feel. This is a conversation I had with a friend of mine from Bali. I just watched the video like yesterday. And I think it's really good. This guy, Nick Ems is his name. He got a lot of knowledge. He's very smart. And I think in these times, it's just important to also work on personal development. And I will, sooner or later, post more content on this channel. And also about trading. Give a bit more insights in different kind of things. Right? The blockchain today is really for daily TA. This might give some different insights. So I would say, like... you should subscribe to this one. I would just drop it in the chat, in the live chat. You can just find it over there. Yeah, so the average funding fee remains, the current average funding fee remains negative. What happens on the premium index, guys? This is such a golden indicator. If you know how this indicator works, then yeah, you can definitely, for scalpers, this is like a dream indicator. And this is also automatically programmed to give alerts on WhaleAlert. Because if you want to use this, like right now, you got to be 24/7. Look at this graph. But if you understand this chart, I think only based on this chart you can build a whole trading strategy without even using the other charts. But if you use this one with the funding rates, that's even more powerful. And if you then combine the open interest and regular TA on Bitcoin, that is really good. That is very, very good, I would say. Yeah, Dixie look like it wants to bounce. If we go to the 8-hour time frame, you see this? Look at this. Lower low, lower low, lower low, into support, higher low, higher low, higher low. It really makes sense to get a bounce right here. And when Dixie goes up, SP 500 goes down. Dixie goes up, risk on goes down. So yeah. So we do test an important level right now for Bitcoin. Look, we have the middle of the channel that we are testing. And if we go to the regular Bitcoin chart, 1 hour time frame, we do have that former resistance right now potentially turning into support, right? So this is potential support level to see a bounce. But we gotta be careful with this. If today, because December mostly is known as a bullish month for stocks mostly, crypto more 50-50. If we get a nice buy and we still close above the 200-day today in the regular financial markets, I think the chances is that we can break out, and that would be bullish for every risk on asset, right? That would be very bullish. Okay, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up for today's live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a thumbs up. If you are new, if you're just tuning in, make sure to subscribe. We're uploading daily content over on Bitcoin and crypto. Make sure to check out WhalePortal, WhaleAlerts. Like I said, you got 2 days left to join with this bybit bonus of up to $30,000 US. Thank you all for being here with me today, and I will see every single one of you in the next video. Ciao, guys.